All right, should we start? Oh, I'll cut you off guard. No,
let's do it.
I'll cut this part. I'll cut this start part here. Welcome to the continent of Eventide. Eventide has seen many great empires, many formidable armies, and many, many party wipes. But our story begins 50 years into the New Age, an era where Eventide has been relatively sleepy. The last age ended with the close of a series of long and brutal wars, the bloodiest of which was the Winter's War, which decimated most of the major houses across the continent. The realms that are still active are now quite scattered, and their borders are retracted, leaving miles and miles of dangerous wilderness between them. Although 50 years has passed, Eventide is nowhere close to recovering from the brutal wars that raged. Many of the heroes from the last age are now dead or reclused. The realms fend for themselves in isolated pockets with barely any contact with other lands. Roads between realms are far too dangerous to travel for most, if they even exist at all. But we don't gotta worry about that. We don't gotta worry about any of that because our story begins in the cheerful little realm of Galadad, which sits isolated in the mountains high above the cloud line. Somehow, despite the unhospitable conditions that the most of the mountains usually offer, Galadad is host to green grass, prospering fields, fruit-filled trees, and seed-filled fruits. Now, mostly all folks in Galadad credit the goddess Immunity for this miraculous vegetation. According to legend, Immunity, the deity of health and safety, visited Galadad and blessed the lands with a gift called the Yoko Nut, which caused the once barren lands to spring into lush vegetation ripe for the harvest. As the sun now rises over the eastern peaks of the mountains, we see in the early hours of the morning a humble church of Immunity along the main road. And from this church, the ring of a bell casts out across the realm, startling birds from rooftops and fence posts for miles and miles. And on the shores of a nearby river, at a small stone bridge in the woods a few miles downstream, the birds are also startled by these same bells. But below, unbothered, we find 4 gnomes playing in the water. All of the gnomes give an earthy, arguably dirty energy. We see there's 3 young gnomes and 1 older one. One of the younger gnomes is standing on a rock in the water. His pants and shirt sleeves, they're rolled up. Water is rushing past him. And in his hands, he has a fishing harpoon. Kind of watching the water, waiting to strike. And he goes, "Well, I'm going to catch me a fish today. Well, me name isn't Lamb Shanks." On the shoreline, we see another young gnome, and he's getting this frail, elderly gnome sat down in a chair on the shoreline. And he puts a little blanket on his lap, and he looks to one of the other gnomes. He says, "Lamb, watch Grandpappy. Make sure he doesn't get any closer to the river. I'm going to go get the other fishing net ready." And the 4th gnome is Matt. You are the 4th gnome here. Please describe your character to us.
All right, here we go. My character's name is Lamb Shanks, a member of the Shanks family. He is the youngest of 7 siblings in the Shanks family. But he doesn't let that get him down. You know, he is a spunky guy. He's a little bit naughty, a little bit of a prankster. And yeah, about 4 feet tall, maybe 3.5. He tells people he's 4 feet tall, but he's really not quite there. And yeah, that's pretty much as far as we can get so far.
Lamb, your one sibling says, "Watch Grandpappy here. Make sure he doesn't get any closer to the river. I'm gonna go get the other fishing net ready."
Oh man, mate. I don't want to go fishing. How come it's always me who gets to watch Grandpappy?
Just watch.
Man's a bore.
Just watch him for a minute while I get the rest of the gear. We can get some fish for pranks. There's just this old gnome just sort of sitting in a chair with a little blanket over him, very frail. He goes, "Making my day." Nothing else.
Yeah, that's nice, Grandpa. Well, yeah, shut your trap.
This other gnome.
Don't watch Grandpa.
This other gnome on the rock says, "How are you and Beeffish so good at this? I can't catch anything." He's just putting his spear in the water, just splashing up. "Can you come help me?
Yeah.
Come show me how you do it."
Gotcha. I gotcha. Sure, let me tell you how the champ does it. And Lamb Shanks wades into the water, rolls his sleeves up. He's got an air of confidence about him. Let me take that spear. Thank you very much. Let me show you how a real gnome fishes. And he's looking. And Shanks is gonna just give an attempt at overhead throw into the water to try to catch a fish.
Hell yeah, make a ranged attack at the water.
Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. I got myself a 12.
You launch the spear into the water. There's kind of a little bit of a twitch, and you pull it out, and there is a large fish on the end of the spear that you caught.
Woo! Alrighty then, Lamb Shanks.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
Mate, it's all in the wrist. You know, it's all in the wrist.
In the wrist?
Yeah, it's like a overhead. Yeah.
You see Grandpappy because we're bobbing in the water about 15 meters downstream.
Oh no! That's my one job. And Shanks is gonna just sprint after the Grandpappy Shanks.
Nice, yeah. You abandon the fishing gear, jump on the rocks, and just start sprinting down the shoreline. You just see Grandpappy in his chair, just sort of bobbing in the creek, moving down the water pretty fast. How do you want to do this?
Okay, Shanks is gonna... Two things. He's gonna yell, Grandpappy! Mate, put your feet down! You can stand up, right? And at the same time, he's gonna look for... he's just gonna run. Just sprint. Full-on sprint. Try to catch up to Grandpappy in the water.
Nice. You see Grandpappy hear you, and he tries to put his feet down, and the chair kind of twists forward and submerges his face up to his brows. You're able to really kick it in the next gear, and you're running like alongside this creek. It looks like the creek is going to go for quite a while, but it's going fast. You're like parallel to it now, but you're going to need to intervene in some way.
Right. Do I still have... Do I still have the spear in my hands?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll say you kept it. I'll say that you Porkland let you keep it when you ran. You didn't have time to drop it.
All right. Well, I was thinking of trying to toss the spear to get in the way.
You're gonna kill Grandpappy, dude.
I'm gonna kill Grandpappy Shanks. Maybe that seems like not the right call. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use the spear as like a pole vaulting implement to launch myself in front of Grandpappy in the river.
Hell yeah. Make an acrobatics check.
Hell yeah. It is a 15, baby.
Heck yeah. Shanks, you're running along the river. You see Grandpappy just sort of leaning forward, fully submerged now, just frantic bubbles coming up, and you put the spear in the muck and vault yourself up into the air through the treetops, grab onto the chair, and are able to dig your own heels into the mud and sort of start pulling him onto the shore in the chair. And you get up on the shore, and he just collapses. When are we gonna get there?
Don't you worry, mate. How about we don't tell Mom and Dad about this one? Yeah, maybe just keep this one to yourself.
Who are you?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks, Grandpappy Shanks. He's gonna take the sopping wet blanket and just wrap it around his shoulders like a bib. It's no longer a lap blanket. It's like a full-on covered blanket, and start to roll Grandpappy Shanks back toward the other siblings.
Thanks. As you just start dragging this chair through the muck, you look up and sort of along the side of the creek, you see a little old lady in bright gold robes. This little old priestess says, "The goddess immunity has called a rock draw."
Oh, is that you? Are you the goddess of immunity?
No, I am an unnamed priestess, but I serve the goddess immunity. Immunity is not like other deities.
Most deities choose mighty clerics or devoted holy warriors as heroes, but Immunity believes that any person may rise to the occasion, and so in her times of need, she selects heroes through a rock draw. Every person in Galadad must draw a rock.
And she takes from under her robe a little bag of holding and holds it out to you.
You must each draw a rock.
Including Grandpappy?
Yeah, you see the priestess is walking past you and just sort of holds the bag of holding under Grandpappy's wet hand. And he grasps a rock and she kind of like takes the bag off like a glove. And he opens and he just has a plain rock in his hand.
Immunity has not selected you. Now you, sir.
And she holds out the bag of holding to you.
All right, Shanks is gonna reach his hand deep into the bag, feel around a little bit, draws the rock.
Shanks, you open your hand and you say a magic rock with a soft orange glow to it, sort of softly radiating this energy.
You have been chosen.
And she sort of closes your hand around the rock.
Go to the Church of Immunity on the main road. There your path will be revealed.
Oh, this is awesome. It's like a scavenger hunt, yeah? Right. Sick. I'm in. When can we start?
We have to go to the Church of Immunity on the main road.
Right, sorry, mate. I'm sorry, I got excited there. Right. I guess I better skedaddle. Hey, pork.
You see, your two other siblings start running up, and as soon as this priestess sees them, she runs over them with the bag of holding.
The goddess Immunity is called a rock draw.
And each of them sort of look at each other and reach in, and they grab a plain rock as well.
But I got this cool shiny rock, so see ya, losers. See ya, dorks. You're looking at him. He's the next holy warrior of the kingdom of Galadad, mate. There he is. Lamb Shanks. They're gonna have my name written in the stars.
He's just soaking wet, covered in mud, just holding his orange rock up. Upstream, several miles, in a gated courtyard behind a small estate, the birds also scatter at the same ring of the bells. And below, we find a group of dwarves in gray cloaks sitting around a table, sharing a morning drink. Each of them are armed well, and one of them stands up, gives a big old spit on the ground, grabs his mug, and starts walking over to the only other person in this courtyard who is hanging upside down by their feet with their hands and feet shackled. Frannie, would you please introduce your character?
Oh no! Seem to have been given a rough start. Yes, so my character is Maddox Idreni. Maddox is a wood elf and stands at probably like 5'7". It's a little slim, like 135 pounds. And got some like black hair, coppery skin, a little like elfy ears.
You see this dwarf walks up to you, Maddox, and goes, "How dumb do you think we are, lad? Lord Flint knows you've been stealing from him. Got a wee little problem now, though, eh? Looks like you're a little bit of a pickle, eh?"
Alright, well, so I'm also going to say, as a Frannie aside, that Maddox's accent may shift over the course of this whole thing, okay? So bear with me. Maddox is gonna look at this dwarf with kind of like a very like blank stare, kind of like very, trying to compose his face very innocently. I don't know what you mean. I was really just I was asked to clean the Lord Flint's house. I came in from the street. He was nice enough to help a fellow in need, but I don't know anything about stealing. I'm not sure what you're talking about there.
You can cut the arc there, lad. I don't even know if you're really asked to clean, but you certainly weren't asked to take. A lot of the folks here saw you stealing, and it wasn't just this one time, eh? And now you got to pay the price.
All right, well, can I just say, this is quite wonderful. It's really an important component of the employer-employee, contract to talk about these things. What, if you don't mind me asking, do you think I'm trying to steal?
I don't really know, and I don't really care. Lord Flint was very clear. Little Maddox can't steal if he ain't got no hands, eh? And he kind of turns to the rest of the guys, and they all slap their mugs on the table. Aye. You stealing little rings? Stealing little silverware? We've seen it all.
Oh, all right. Well, that's probably part of my side business, jewelry cleaning. But I understand the confusion.
Get him on the slab. You see a couple other people. A couple of the other dwarves start walking up. They undo your shackles on the top, and you kind of fall into the mud. And they put your hands over this wooden slab. Got any last words before you hack your hands off there, lad?
Are you really gonna? Is that an expression, or is there actually gonna be?
No, I'm not. you look up at like the dwarf literally holding like a meat cleaver with dried blood on it. Your stealing days are done, little man.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then well, unfortunately, I think that I might have to do something about that. Can I cast a spell?
What spell do you want to cast?
I'm gonna do a little poison spray at the one who's talking to me, if that's okay. Seems like it could be a bit of a dire situation.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, awesome.
Make it happen.
That is a Constitution saving throw for the dwarfen fella.
He's gonna fail that.
All right. That is going to be 9 points of poison damage.
Maddox, your hands are down on this slab, and then sort of at the last moment before the cleaver comes down, you flip him over and just let out a little spray of poison gas, Spider-Man style. And it gets all up in this guy's face, and he wipes his eyes out, and he goes, "Oh, you little..." And then as soon as he does, you hear a voice from the side of the courtyard that says, "The goddess immunity has called a rock draw." And everyone, as people have their swords in the air and are about to kill you, you're about to strangle someone with your shackles. Each person of Galadad must draw a rock. Kind of in the middle of something here. Doesn't matter.
Wonderful. I cannot wait to draw the rocks. Excellent timing. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
You wouldn't dare disrespect the traditions of immunity. And you see the dwarf kind of back down. All right, fine. We'll draw you little rocks. And you see little priestess goes with her bag of holding to each person. And each person grabs a rock and looks at a little plain rock in their hand. And finally the bag is brought to you, Maddox.
All right. Maddox is going to put his hand in the rock and kind of make a show of really fishing around. But he's also going to be sort of casing to see if there's anything else in this bag that he can take. He susses out that it's pretty much just rocks. So he's going to grasp onto one and pull it out. Take a look.
Maddox, you pull out a rock and you open it in your hand. And you see a magic rock with a soft orange glow.
Oh. All right. Can I ask, is there any resale value on these? Is this worth anything?
That is yours. You have been selected as a holy warrior.
All right. And is that a lucrative position?
Immunity will give you what you're looking for. Go to the Church of Immunity on the main road. There, your path will be revealed.
Oh, that might just be the push I need to be a believer. But we'll see. And then Maddox is going to turn to the rest of the dwarves and say, I'm so sorry, lads. I've got business at the temple, it seems, the church. But this has been right fun. I would love to, continue cleaning for you anytime. And,
And yet, another mile upstream, we find the busy market town of Honeypoint. Where the birds all startle again at that same ring of the bells. But among the common crows and ravens, one of these birds is a snow white owl, which quickly regains its composure and lands again on the shoulder of its master. Carson, can you please introduce your character?
Yes. Okay, so my character is named Domhnall B. But he goes by Dom. He doesn't really like the full fancy name. He is a very tall, actually not that tall, but he's a very grand-looking wizard. He possesses a very warm and welcoming presence, but he has a rugged eye mask that is a startling thing that you immediately look at. That covers his left eye, and so, anyways, it's often one thing that when you see him, it's like you kind of associate him with someone who's been a warrior. You're like scared of him. But despite that, he actually has a very warm presence that you would call you would compare to something like Pirate Santa. And he has he's very plump. He has he takes up a wide space. But he's still kind of stout too. He's only 5'10". And despite having a very dark complexion with the eye mask, he has bright white hair that cascades down to his lower chest, and a huge beard. Like I said, just think of Pirate Santa. And so, yeah, he's about 63 years old. Yes, he is a little bit on the older side, but he is just very much so new to wizarding. He is a wizard, so that is Dom.
Nice, that classic, warm, inviting Pirate Santa energy.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
all know it.
We all love it.
Pirate Santa.
Yeah, awesome. Dom, you are sort of just moving through the markets, trying to find some food for your travels, and you are at a mushroom stand called Shanktaki Mushrooms, and you see this man come forward. He says, "Well, here are the mushrooms, mister. I know you can't see them," and he kind of waves a little hand in front of your face. But you can go ahead and smell them if you want before you buy.
Okay, well, 1 second, and then Dom will turn around and he's gonna whisper to the owl, "Okay, brown bird, get in my beard, get under." Okay, and then he turns back around. "What do you mean I can't see? I can see just fine, thank you."
Yeah, now you with the bird in your beard, you can just see all of these mushrooms. You perfectly describe for this guy. Oh, sorry, I meant no offense there, mister. You got one of them eye patches on. Your eye looks a little glossy but it meant no disrespect. Well, you could look at these mushrooms then before you buy them. Smell them too if you want. That's fine by me.
You have been mistaken, but I will choose a mushroom. I think that one on the right is good for me.
Excellent. I'll pack that right up for you, sir. I tell you what, you don't look like Gallaudet folk. You're not from around here, mister?
Are you questioning my ability to see again? I don't like this interaction very much. I can see just fine, thank you. I've made my way around here, but it is new for me, and but I feel like, I know why I'm here. Don't question where I'm from, thank you.
I'm sorry again. Meant no offense, mister. I've been selling mushrooms at Hunt Point Market for many years. Never seen you walk through. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to say anything about your ability to see there, but I'll pack these mushrooms up for you. That's just fine. And he gets a little parchment paper going and starts throwing some mushrooms in a little bag for you.
Do I not get an extra one for interaction?
roll I want your first roll of the campaign to be persuasion check for the extra mushroom.
Okay. 17.
Nice. He kind of looks at you. You see this little gnome is very uncomfortable with this interaction. Was just trying to, usually a very kind-hearted gnome. He kind of got him on the back foot. And he's like, certainly, mister. I'll throw a little extra mushroom in there for you. No issue at all. All of a sudden, the chatter of the market sort of dies down, and you see all of the heads turn, and you see a small priestess in gold robes enter the market, and she says, "The goddess Immunity has called a rock draw," and she starts going, kind of giving her bag to everybody in the markets. Everyone takes their hand in and pulls out a rock. Every rock that you see, Dom, is just a regular rock. This mushroom farmer leans in over the counter. Oh, we got a rock draw going on. You ever seen a rock draw there, mister who's been in Gallaudet forever?
Is this a tradition here?
Right, you are, mister. Maybe you are from Gallaudet after all. When the goddess immunity needs heroes, she don't do it in the conventional deity sense. She calls for heroes at random through rock draws.
Oh, see, I forget things very easily. I know that. Thank you for clarifying it. Sometimes I forget what they're called. Thank you. Yeah, I'll touch that rock.
Yeah, you're there, okay. And you see the priestess come and hold the bag of rocks.
The goddess immunity is called a rock draw.
I want Dom to try to like touch it, but then like put his hand in the wrong spot, and then put it in the right spot, and then kind of like fix.
Yeah, it's the full like toy crane at a festival kind of thing, and then you just finally do get it. You pull it out.
And then he uses his elbow to kind of whistle or pull back some of his beard hair so the owl can see a little better.
Yeah, Dom, you hold the rock up in front of your eyes, and you hear a little bit of gasp from around the crowd. And then you lower it and hold it in front of your beard and pull it apart so the owl can see. And you see through your familiar, this rock has a soft orange glow to it. It's a magic rock. And the priestess looks at you and she says,
You have been selected by immunity. Go to the Church of Immunity on the main road. There your path will be revealed and immunity will give you what you're looking for.
Oh, right. I remember this one. Thank you.
She goes and she gives the bag to the mushroom farmer and puts his hand in and he pulls out a gray rock. Says, "Oh, thank goodness I got a gray rock. I don't want any business being a holy warrior. I'm a mushroom farmer. My grandfather was a mushroom farmer. My father was a mushroom farmer. And I am certain that every single one of my children will be mushroom farmers after me."
Dom looks around and then is trying to figure out who just said that and kind of is a little frightened. He doesn't want to be involved.
You get some space between you and the mushroom stand. This priestess continues going person to person through the whole of this busy, bustling market. Each person, every single person in Gallaudet, pulling a rock, looking at it, sealing their fate.
We see Shanks just rip back from the river, go into his house, take out this trunk from under his bed, and start putting on paladin armor piece by piece and marching out his front door. In another part of Gallaudet, Maddox takes that reliable lockpick out from his sleeve, unlocks his shackles, and gets ready for the job ahead. And last but not least, leaving the Honeypoint Market, just sort of holding on to railings and asking random people for directions, Dom makes his way as well to the Church of Immunity.
So you's got one too.
Who said
I'm looking
that?
I'm looking at Maddox.
Yeah, all right. I'm not quite sure if this is it seems a little scammy to me. I'm not sure if this is a typical thing. Have you ever done one of these rock
we're
throws before?
co-workers.
No.
Shanks is just gonna throw his arm around.
Maddox is gonna like absolutely drop to the ground to avoid getting under Shanks's arm and kind of like roll away and then pop back up.
All right, we're gonna make a dexterity contest. Each of you can make an acrobatics check to see if Maddox is able to duck this hug or not.
Okay. That's a 17 on my end.
I crit failed.
Crit fail on a hug.
Get it out now.
Yeah, get the crit fails out of the hugs for sure. Shanks, you go forward for a hug, and all of your sleuthing training sets in, Maddox, and you, with quite a bit of ease, are able to sidestep this hug. Shanks, you trip on a small root and fall onto the ground.
Shanks is gonna just like bounce back up, kind of pretend like nothing happened, and be like, right, and who's this joker over here? And he points to Dom.
You talking about me? And then Dom is like trying to find this voice, and he's looking around, but then he has to like tilt forward so he can see downwards, and then sees then he sees Shanks.
Maddox is gonna kind of run around behind or to the side of Dom and like just like lightly wave a hand over his like eye face area to try to assess if he can see anything. Oh, all right. Well, you seem like wonderful co-workers. think this is gonna be quite good.
Right.
Well, who
Should
are
we get
you?
into the church then?
I want to know who you are first.
Right. Well, my name's Lamb Shanks. I come from a long line of proud mushroom farmers, but yeah, I've been chosen as a holy warrior. So yeah, I'm out here to bring glory and fame and fortune to the Shanks family. What about yourself?
My name's Dom.
Right.
Dom turns around and then he takes out Brown Bird and puts him on his shoulder. And he goes, I think it might be time for you to meet my bird. He's a snowy owl, but his name is Brown Bird. So I'd prefer you not to call him White Bird. I've gotten that before, and that really bothers me.
Alright. That's nice.
Pleasure to meet you. And Shanks throws his hand out for the bird to shake.
The bird flies to the other shoulder.
Off to a good start then.
As you guys are kind of standing in front of the door of the church, Shanks, you look down and you notice that smoke is sort of pouring out through the bottom and the crack of the middle of the church door.
Shanks is gonna just, without a care in the world, throw open the doors.
Shanks, you open the door and smoke continues to pour out, and there's just you see there's like a candlestick that has fallen over on a banner, and there's this one guy in there going, sorry, I knocked over a candlestick. I got this banner on fire. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You must be are you the Holy Warriors? Please come in. Keep the door open. Let the smoke out. Let the smoke out.
Right.
Alright.
Dom hesitantly steps in, clearly not wants to be there.
He sees the rocks in each of your hands. He says, the rock draw. The rock draw has presented its heroes. Excellent. My name is Duncan Figs, and I am a high priest of immunity. The rock draw has called upon each of you. What an honor it is to meet those that immunity deemed randomly worthy. Would be nice and way more practical if we had holy warriors, but we don't. We do this instead, so that's okay, I guess. But without further ado, please follow me. And he sort of marches out the front of the church and starts walking into the wheat field.
All right.
Have to be you.
Shanks strides with confidence out behind Mr. Duncan.
Now,
Yeah, Maddox is gonna follow trail.
love it.
Dom walks very awkwardly, like trying to avoid things, but so it's very much like a like barely moving forward, but like awkward steps, but he moves.
You guys follow Duncan just outside the church and over the fence and start just sort of weaving your way through the large overgrown wheat. Now, even though we're way up here in the mountains, food and crop has always grown without question in Galadad. But this morning, when I was selecting some vegetables from a nearby field, I stumbled across this. And you guys come to this little clearing, and you see that there's like this line in the crop from where you guys are standing that shoots down into the valley where all of the crop is dead and decayed. It just sprung up this morning. And as you guys look down at this little like corrosive line, it's like slowly inching forward closer towards you guys. And as it does, as it touches new wheat crop, that crop immediately just sort of decays and is just turned into like mush. Now I don't know where this is coming from. I followed it back to the tree line, but I didn't want to go any further than that. And when I got back here, immunity had beckoned to call a rock draw. Now I don't know where this is coming from or why it's happening, but I suppose you can probably understand why this would be very concerning to Galadad.
Yeah, this seems not good, I would say. As a gnome who likes to eat, I don't like seeing food go to waste like this. So yeah, I reckon we could check it out.
That is your task. It is a relatively simple one, potentially. I just need you to investigate where this leads, where it's coming from. If you can, put a stop to it, but at the very least, bring back anything suspicious you find directly to me.
All right, it seems like a rock draw that could have benefited from a farmer or two, but yeah, we'll try our best.
Immunity works in interesting ways.
Right.
Can I ask, just with this like dead line, so is there any other quality to the line that like is there like a glowing front to it or anything that indicates where this line is besides just like the advancing like dying of crops, and then also like how fast is this moving towards us?
Do an investigation check, please.
Okay. That's a 6.
You're not able to deduce much more than this. To you, it literally just looks like a cut of the soil about a foot wide. And it's just like creeping. Creeping would be the speed that I'd give to it. Like, if you weren't like consistently looking at it, you wouldn't really tell that it was moving. But as you guys are kind of squatting over it, looking at it, you can see it is just slowly moving forward into the next bit of crop. As it touches crop, that crop dies. So that's what you see. You can't really detect any sort of like school of magic or why this is happening to you. It just looks like about a foot wide slice of land where the crop is dying.
All right. And then, Duncan, have you gone and walked in it? Like, have you stood in there and you were okay?
Oh yeah, you can step on it. And then he goes and he steps on the area. I tried that. It doesn't seem to do anything. But it doesn't like the crop by the look of it. And even when I got to the tree line, it looked like it was killing the grass too, that it was traveling through.
All right. And this popped up last night?
Yeah, I saw this this morning on a walk, just on a walk. It was just on a walk.
Did you do anything? Did the church do anything weird? Did you do like a ritual last night or anything?
Well, it's not really coming at the church. He kind of like looks where you are. It's coming from over there. Looks like it's gonna go right past the church actually and shoot that way. And it's also not perfectly straight. If you guys follow it a bit, you'll see it kind of curves a little bit here and there. It's not like a straight line. So I don't think this is church related. It's just immunity called a rock draw to address it.
I see. It's not church related, but it's the church's problem.
Yeah, it's church's responsibility, I think.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting.
If you are able to find out why this is happening and stop it, I promise the Church of Immunity will benefit you greatly.
Do you have any recommendations on where to start? We're already here.
I would follow this line and see where it comes from. that would be my suggestion. But I mean, I drew a rock. I wasn't selected. So if however you folks want to approach it, that is Immunity's will interpreted.
Well, I say let's go on then.
Yeah, all right. I don't know what the rest of you want to do, but I'd rather get this done quick so I can get back to my other work. Thank you.
And I'd like to get out of here.
As they start walking, Lamb Shanks is gonna just like whisper to Duncan, like, "Mate, you should check up on them rocks." Like, it just seems like it's not working too good. Maybe think about another system. Just a suggestion. I mean, looking at this crew as motley band here, I'm not so confident about this one.
He kneels down and puts a hand on your shoulder. Immunity is always selected heroes in this way, and any person, even if they seem disinterested or confused or antagonistic, can sometimes be the brightest heroes. Or sometimes it does flop. Many rock draws end in horrible massacres.
Well, that's reassuring. Thanks, mate. And Lem's
like if this is like the rock draw from 30 years ago, holy smokes! Like, you know, that was bad.
bad draw for sure. So,
Right. Well,
but you'll do
I'll
great,
let
I'm
you
sure.
start
Sorry.
us. Yeah. He's
Duncan
gonna catch up
stands
to
and-
the other two.
Yeah, Duncan stands and waves as Shanks you trot along and catch up to Dom and Maddox. All right. So what are you guys doing? Are you just following the trail, or do you have anything else that you want to know or try and find?
I want them. So like they're walking or whatever, and Dom is just like out of nowhere, just gonna like point up to the sky like a rock star little move, and immediately Brownbird will like open his spear to just go up to the sky, and Dom is like telecommunicating with Brownbird to like look around for any clues down, of what's ahead.
For sure. Yeah. Get Brownbird to give me a perception check.
Right, that's convenient.
Oh, it's a nat 20 with a +3.
Oh my
Heck
god.
yeah. First nat 20 of the campaign. It's good luck. First,
We've already
yeah.
clocked a nat 20 and a critical
And
fail.
then the nat 1 was dumped on a hug, and the nat 20
Yeah.
was on a potentially critical perception check.
Brownbird is able to give you guys excellent aerial coverage as you guys progress and follow this corrosive trail. You guys get to the edge of the wheat field and start to enter this more densely wooded area, and Brownbird is able to see onto the other side of that is a large and long fence, a wooden fence about 10 feet high that runs for what looks like miles both ways. You guys are heading straight towards this fence, and on the other side, Brownbird is able to see more crop and field, but this time what looks like vegetable fields going deep into the valley. With that, you guys come up through this wooden area. Brownbird sort of comes back and lands on your shoulders, Dom, and you guys are faced with this large fence, and on that fence there's just a bunch of different signs that say, "Stay out, no veggie poaching."
Does maybe I missed this? Does the field look in any way decayed like the other one, or no?
As you look forward, it's like a vegetable field this time, not wheat, but same thing. You see just sort of the twisting
same
path
thing.
of the trench
Okay.
does continue on the other side of the fence. So it's not destroying the whole field, but the trench does continue through. You guys look both ways and you see this field goes on for a very long time.
Okay.
All right, well, follow the line, I guess.
I guess
Yeah.
so. It's just so interesting that it just is in this like line that's continued, and then it just is spreading. Like it's almost like there's some toxic something spread. But yeah, I guess we keep going to figure out where it ends.
This makes
You
me
think we can-
makes me wonder if Duncan was veggie poaching this morning. Based on what he said, I'm a little suspicious, but that's no skin off my back.
How do you reckon we can get over the wall?
I can climb it. No,
Yeah.
Maddox is just gonna go for it. Just gonna start trying to climb over this thing.
Oh yeah, make an acrobatics check.
Okay, let's see. That's gonna be oh my god! It was a nat 20. I swear to you.
Wow.
What is going
God.
on, y'all?
I don't know.
I'm
I got
a-
this I got this little wooden bowl, and it's like, yeah, maybe it's working for me.
I'm a
the-
little-
a wooden bowl sounds.
I'm a little scared, honestly, that you guys are throwing all these 20s out here. Right
That's
now,
true.
and I feel like
Right now.
It's happening now, and then later it's just gonna be a disaster.
as soon
I'll
as
tell you
turn
that
order
much.
hits, no one's
Yeah,
touching a 6.
One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddox, you look at this tall wooden fence. You guys were kind of peeping through the slits to see the corrosive lane goes. You take 2 steps backwards, and the other 2 watch as he just step and just vaults up this 10-foot fence, grabs it, and runs up the
Yes.
rest and kind of sits on top. Just flawless
Yes.
execution, textbook.
Yes. Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem for you. That's pretty easy from what I can tell.
Yeah, no, I could do that. And Shanks is gonna try to do exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Same form, same footwork, everything.
Same form,
yeah.
same everything.
All right, roll it out.
Acrobatics, you said, right?
Yep.
Alright, I got a 9.
You go same footwork, same steps, same twirls, and then you just sort of jump and you just like do not get half the ground ever, like a foot of vertical maybe. You just put your hand up, just slaps the wood and scrapes down.
Dom is gonna say, "Hold on, Shanks. I think I have an idea." Maddox, and he takes out a rope out of his backpack and slings it up. Can you catch it and hold and put some tension? And then he's gonna try to climb it using the rope.
All right. Do I have to do any sort of check for that? I can just hold on to it. Check?
I think we're gonna do a strength check based on how Carson
heavy.
introduced Dom to us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maddox, you sit there, you kind of grab the rope, you anchor your feet on the other side and hold on as you feel some tension start to get pulled. So make a strength check.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 17.
Wow.
Do it. You're holding. It feels so heavy, and you just like really dig in as you're like on the other side of the fence, just like staring up in the sky. Got the rope in your hands, like starting to burn a little bit, but you just power through. And you look over, and you see Shanks and Dom. They both came over at the same time.
Oh my god!
Is right behind Dom as they put so much weight on it.
You couldn't have split it up a little bit, lads. You could have taken turns.
You guys
Be easier.
jump down into the muck on the other side of the field. You guys see rows and rows of vegetables, a few scarecrows here and there. And you guys see the trench continue sort of twisting and winding through this part of the field.
Right.
Alright.
Let's carry on then. What kind of vegetables, out of curiosity?
You're seeing like you're seeing your cabbages, you're seeing your carrots, you're seeing your tomatoes, you're seeing that kind of stuff. You guys are walking through sort of like a cabbage turning carrot section sort of thing.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Maddox and Shanks, just hold on for a second. Then all of a sudden you see Dom do the rocket stance, and then Brownbird shoots up. And Dom directs Brownbird telepathically to see what's up ahead this time.
Wonderful. Let's get a perception check from Brownbird. Yep.
Nat one.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
You guys are literally
What's going
all over
on?
the place. You see, Brownbird is super, like really feeling themselves after that last one, and so, Dom, you point a finger in the sky, and Brownbird goes up, and you see Shanks kind of like encapsulated in wonder, and you're like, let's throw a little flare in. So you get Brownbird to do like a big swoop, and they just smack into the back of the fence and fall onto the ground.
Oh, no.
You're gonna take
Dom
9
has-
points of damage.
Oh shit!
The last thing Dom saw was Brownbird just crash, and he's like shaking. Like,
Yeah. When the bird hits the fence, you get some Dom sort of startled as well. Yeah.
Brownbird. And he's like, oh, I can't be loud. We got. He's really hurt.
He's really
Like he's trying to feel it. Like he's taking it back. Wait, do I need to keep track of Brownbird's health and stuff? I can.
Yeah.
I just.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me. What? Do you know his base HP and stuff? I don't even know. I'll go make him a thing.
This guy's got a funny
Is he just
relationship with his bird.
Is it just an owl?
It's just an owl.
Pretty sure an owl only has 1 HP.
Did he die?
I think it
Oh! Oh my god!
Okay, so Dom is gonna fall on the floor.
What the fuck?
You're waiting.
And-
You're
and
Go ahead
weep
and weep, yeah.
for a solid 2 minutes.
Oh
Oh no!
But
Brown
then,
bird, no!
but then he's gonna have like a little bit of a check, and he's like, "Oh, wait, oh, I forgot I could spawn another."
Oh.
And then,
You can what?
and then all of a sudden he's going to take his wand and staff and do a whole like swooping and respawn Brown Bird through the Find Familiar spell.
Dang.
I can't believe my eyes. I was impressed, and then I was really, really not impressed, and now I'm impressed again. This has been a roller coaster, mate.
If you're gonna have an animal and pet, make sure it's a familiar, because they're pretty much immune. They have that church of immunity, thing built within them. It's actually cool, but it does feel sometimes you have to remind yourself that they didn't actually die, just that their body did, not the spirit. So, okay, glad you're back, Brown Bird.
You guys see Dom just go through all of it. Like literally goes from super confident to literally weeping, and then just gets up, does this huge cast, like arms flailing overhead, everything. And then he's back in action. Brown Bird sort of reappears on your shoulder. You sort of tune back into your vision. You see Shanks and Maddox looking at you, but behind them, you see 4 scarecrows marching towards you. Everybody roll initiative for our first combat encounter of the campaign.
Oh my!
5.
I got a 3.
I got a
no.
7.
No.
And we have used up all of our good
All luck
rolls.
for the whole campaign. Maddox, start us off.
Whoa. Okay, meta question. Scarecrows, can they take poison damage, or are they not like alive enough? I can't really tell what's happening with these.
You can make an Arcana check to know about what you know about magical scarecrows.
Okay, that would be my turn then? Yeah.
No, I'll give you free action. Just check.
Oh, sick. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. That is going to, whoops. Oh, that's a 4. Dang it.
You're looking at these things. They might be poisoned. They look like scarecrows. Who's to say,
Yeah, jeepers, creepers. Okay, so I am going to, jeez. Okay, you know what? I'm going to pull out my, am I close to them? We're close.
Yeah, they're moving in on you guys from a couple feet away, but you're within striking distance. Like, you have to move to them, but you're near them.
Got it. Okay. I'm just gonna pull out my short sword and try to swing at the kind of like legs of one of these fellas. That's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 is going to hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. So then for damage, actually, I'm just going to do it on here because that'll be a little easier. That is 4 damage. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to, I think disengage is the term. I'm going to disengage and then honestly, like, kind of run out of range of these scarecrows if I can.
Wonderful. Maddox pulls out his short sword, jumps in action, gives a quick swipe at the legs, and then jumps back against the fence line, just sort of scoping out the scene. Dom.
Dom is going to cast a firebolt and go, burn, straw. And here we go.
Let him know, Dom.
Don't hold back.
Tell him.
He got a hit DC of 10.
You miss as your firebolt goes high.
Alright, I'm done.
Who knew scarecrows could duck? That's crazy.
You do all things. Yeah, it was like perfectly T-posed and then just down. Yeah. Yeah. Legs stayed straight. He was just marching in T-pose form and then just buckled forward. Yeah. All right, Scarecrow's turns. Maddox, you've kind of rearranged yourself. So 2 of them are going to try and swarm Shanks and attack him. The first one is going to hit.
Ruh-roh.
Dealing 6 damage to you, Shanks.
Whoa.
No
Wait, I'm
worries.
sorry. What are they? Are they just punching? What is
They
that?
got
What do
like
they have?
claw hands. Like they're sort of
Oh,
like,
jeez.
like sort of slightly animated. It's like hay and
Freddy
twine.
Krueger.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like mixed into claws. He's gonna swipe at you again, Shanks. That will hit as well.
Ooh, uh-oh.
Dealing 9 damage.
All right. No worries, y'all.
I'm feeling great. I'm not even worried.
This next scarecrow comes in at you and helps his friend out. They're gonna attack you again, Shanks. That one's gonna miss. As you kind of raise your shield, gain some composure, he's gonna attack one more time. That one's gonna hit.
Oh well. this is going well.
Dealing 5 damage.
All right. Cool.
Dom, the other two sort of square up with you and move in for a hit.
Dom is gonna cast a shield.
And don't you forget it.
No question.
Don't you forget it.
What does that bring AC to?
It brings it to 17.
Not bad. The first scarecrow comes in with a swipe. Dom's able to sidestep it anyways. Second attack also misses. The fourth and final scarecrow comes in and attacks Dom. The claw shatters off against your magical shield, and it's going to get one last attack.
Oh.
And that one's going to miss as well.
Yes!
Oh my god,
wow.
Carson!
He did it. Carson didn't go down in one turn of combat.
I feel like I got the raw deal of this one.
Yeah, you got scarecrows. They came to play. All right, Shanks, it's your turn. You see 2 scarecrows surrounding Dom and 2 scarecrows surrounding yourself.
All right, yeah, I am pissed off. I'm gonna take the one who struck me twice. Out of curiosity, is that one the one that Maddox also? Which one is the one that Maddox? Okay.
Yeah, you can see one has a very clear sort of like the sack is cut and there's just hay sort of like spurting out like blood.
Nice, spurting hay. I love it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna fully commit to this one. I'm gonna smack him with a battle axe. It is a 14 to hit.
14's gonna hit.
Okay, well it's 5 damage, which is not that impressive, but you know it's something. And I'm next to Dom, right? Still, I'm trying to stay next to Dom.
Sounds good. Yeah, moving towards Dom.
Yeah, I'm gonna like back to back kind of situation, or like shoulder to shoulder,
Maddox, it's your turn.
That's my whole turn.
Okay. So from my little safe distance, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt against the injured looking one is not down. No.
Nope. Everybody's up still.
Red. I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt against that fella, and that's gonna be an 11 to hit.
11 is going to hit.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Okay. And that is
Nice little low AC for the folks in the morning.
Yeah. And then for damage, that is 7 damage.
That scarecrow is still up, but you give it a huge blast as the sack kind of opens up and just a bunch of hay blows into the air.
Awesome. Okay, and then maybe for my bonus action, I will try to hide. I'm gonna try to kind of go into the side of the I assume we're still in that lane. I'm gonna try to go into the little reeds or whatever of whatever we're farming and try to hide a little bit.
Of the cabbages?
Yeah, sure. I guess those are pretty low.
Yeah, pretty low.
Pull under the cabbage.
Yeah.
Dang it! I was hoping
Yeah,
it
you can
would
try.
or something. Yeah, I'll try.
So go ahead and make a
just
stealth
try-
check to hide among the cabbages.
Stealth. That's 17.
Nice. You guys see Maddox launch out a witch bolt, and then he just dives into cabbages, and it's just gone. They're only the cabbages are only 3 to 5 inches off the ground, but you just can't see them. Maddox, you just open your eyes, your head surrounded by cabbage.
Oh, no.
All right, Dom.
Okay, so I'm thinking about what I want to do. I think I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself, and so that will bring my AC to 15. And I'm also going to walk away from everybody, at least 20 feet back.
All right, they're going to get some opportunity attacks against you.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I would stay with me, but that's okay.
All right,
I prefer being at a distance.
These 2 scarecrows That first one is going to hit.
Hit.
Yep.
Oh.
Hit.
Hit.
For 6 damage.
Okay.
The second one is going to get an opportunity attack as well. That one is going to miss as it kind of topples over its friend Scarecrow. All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
You see Dom cast up mage armor and then just walk backwards 20 feet. You guys are setting up this crazy final power
What
play.
the fuck?
Crazy. Look at these 4 scarecrows surround you. You can't see Maddox anymore. Dom is just perpetually backing up. And these 4
I'm gonna die.
First scarecrow crouches down and just gives you these like deathly glare, eye to eye. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, that is a 19.
Nice. You feel a small rush of fear wash over you, but then you remember you are the Holy Warrior Shanks. You regain your composure. Not worried about it. The other 3 scarecrows are going to attack you.
Oh boy.
First one's going to hit.
Oh god. Oh no.
Dealing 4 damage.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
This is looking rough.
Are you
y'all.
going down?
I'm pretty close to death.
What?
Oh my
Second
gosh.
Second one's going to miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Third one's going to hit.
No! Come on, the armor class is
I'm gonna. Well, I can't anymore. Okay, sorry. I was gonna divinate it, but you can't anymore.
Kane, why are we so bad at this?
Nah, you guys are good at this. Dealing 8 damage.
Oh.
that has me done.
Jeepers creepers from scarecrows. Come on. Oh my god. Guys.
Yeah, I should have
Okay.
healed myself on the last turn. I was feeling confident in the armor class, but not so.
Yeah, honestly,
okay.
these scarecrows, they're rolling hot.
I have like more things in my kit that I forgot about, so I have not played
Oh
this battle
my
very
god.
well.
Know
You
your
know what, maybe-
sheets,
yeah.
everybody.
Maybe that's just the way this goes.
Yeah.
Dom, the other 2 scarecrows after Shanks put down, they are going to run towards you.
I just got away.
Frannie, if you want to blow your stealth, I'll let you opportunity attack these folks from the cabbages.
So and also as rogue, I do have sneak attack, so I can do like extra if I'm hidden or sneaky. Can I do that? Is that okay?
Yeah, as you guys are going to move on an opportunity attack, so you can for sure roll against that. Just for the first one, you get your sneak attack damage because you'd blow your stealth once you attack.
Right.
Go
okay.
ahead.
So got it. So and with opportunity attack, that's a little weird.
Just a melee
It's
attack.
just like a normal attack from mine. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it has to be a melee attack.
Got it. Okay, so I'm short swording.
And you'll get
again.
advantage. You'll get advantage for attacking from stealth.
Nice. That is 13.
13 will hit.
With advantage.
Okay. Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
with
yes.
advantage. And
So now roll
then-
on that guy. Roll your short sword damage plus your stealth attack damage.
Right. So it is this plus an extra. So 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 6 is what is that? 12. 13 damage.
Heck yeah. You swipe against the scarecrow that was hurt. And with a swipe of the short sword, as you blast out of the cabbages, it turns into dust. Wiping out the board.
Nice.
Already went towards Dom. Dom is going to make 2 attacks against you.
Okay.
The first one is going to hit.
Okay.
Do you want to shield it or not?
I'm gonna let it hit.
Sounds good.
You're gonna let it hit? Oh my god.
8. Okay.
You guys.
He swipes again, and the second attack misses.
Cool. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Also,
Shanks.
does anybody have even the slightest healing inclination? Maybe this is a
Oh,
good time
no.
to wonder that.
I think that's the person that's down.
Oh
That's
no!
rough. That's a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
Start rolling, baby.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have your tank and your damage outputter and your healer all rolled into
No.
one little gnome. All right, Shanks, go ahead and make us the first death save of the campaign, about an hour and a half in.
Can you imagine? Alright, here we go. It's a big moment, y'all. It is a 14.
One for the good, folks.
We like that. We like to see it.
Excellent. All right, Maddox, it's your turn. You got 3 scarecrows that are back up.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to, you know what? Frankly, I'm gonna witch bolt again, and that is going to be, that's gonna be a 16 to hit. Methinks.
It's gonna hit.
Okay, and then that is going to be 11 points of damage.
Nice. There
And
we
I'll
go.
just arbitrarily pick a scarecrow, any scarecrow.
Yeah, you've got the one went out towards Dom. You still have 2 around you, so you just sort of just stick a hand on the one scarecrow beside you and blast it point blank with witch bolt.
Awesome. And then bonus action there, I am going to disengage again and try to hop out of range.
Yeah, yeah. Give it a quick blast and then just back up. Just back up.
Yeah.
Hands in the air. Dom, it's your turn.
Okay. Don is going to cast a firebolt against the one closest to him, which seems like they're both them. So I'm gonna roll hit these.
Make it so.
18 is my hit to hit.
Roll some damage, and you can roll double damage because these things are
Together.
vulnerable to fire.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh. Does that not factor into my lightning damage from the witch bolt?
Well, lightning is not fire.
Lightning's not fire.
It is
No,
not
I
lightning
guess.
fire, though? I don't know.
So is it just double the
Seems
number I
related.
get, or do it roll twice?
I think it's just actually double the number, but if you want to roll them out, you can roll them out.
I mean, I'm cool with doubling the number. I got a 7, so 14. If it's better.
Yeah, let's do that then. That's how we roll this campaign. All right. You blast thing with a firebolt. The hay in the sack catch fire immediately as the scarecrow starts trying to pat itself down. It is still up though. And no, for any lightning damage is lightning damage.
Okay. I don't know. Seems fiery to me, but that's great.
What does the damage say on the spell?
It's lightning.
Yeah, there you go. It's also thunder damage, so put your head to that one as well. There's lots of different types of damage that are just kind of the same thing.
Wow.
All right, anything else from Dom?
Yeah, that's it for my turn.
All right, scarecrows are gonna go again.
Right.
The
Reckoning.
2 yeah, full white by scarecrows. The first one is going to the 2 of them are gonna attack you, Maddox, as they're standing with
Okay.
you. Are they gonna move to you rather?
Okay.
First one's gonna miss. And miss again.
Okay.
As you just sort of
Good.
give the old boxer dodge to this one scarecrow.
Awesome. I like that.
The other one's gonna hit,
Okay.
dealing a merciful 3 damage.
Okay. Awesome.
And
Ouch.
on my first nat 20 of the campaign, you
Oh
No.
you look up to see this scarecrow just coming in with absolute haymaker, literally.
no!
Dealing
Oh,
12 points of damage.
Oh, no! I hate farms. That's so stupid.
All right, Dom, this other one is squaring up with you on
Shield.
fire.
Shield.
Love it. Good call and shield. It is. What's your major armor?
My AC now is 20.
It's not bad. Not bad. I see.
Yeah.
First one bounces off. Nothing doing. Second one, bounces off as well.
Ooh.
All right, Shanks, make us a death saving throw, please.
Oh my god.
Here we go. That's a 13. We're okay.
For the good guys again.
Let's
All right,
go.
Maddox, back up to you. You got 3 on the table still, 2 on you, and 1 on Dom.
Okay, so now I have disengaged again. A question. Is Dom within 5 feet of any of the scarecrows?
Yeah, he's within 5 feet of one of the scarecrows, yep.
Cool. Okay, so then I can do my sneak attack thing again. Because he is there.
Wonderful.
So I am going to do short bow on one of these fellas. And that is going to be that's going to be a 21 to hit.
It's going to hit.
Awesome. And then for damage, that's going to be actually, you know what? I'm just going to click it on here. It's this and then additionally this. So 3 plus 12 is 15. Let's go.
It is still up, but it is absolutely hemorrhaging hay. It burnt tips, trying to stuff the hay back in its sack so it can get one more head off. But it is looking mighty bloodied.
Wonderful. And I'm going to stay. I'm still at like distance. I'm going to stay here.
Okay. And you disengaged from those guys, from the other scarecrows, right? At the start?
I did in my previous. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Dom, you got one very sad looking scarecrow in front of you, and 2 other scarecrows far away from you. What would you like to do?
We're gonna kill that little sad one. So I'm gonna cast a firebolt on him.
Make it so.
Yeah. And the hit DC is a solid 17.
Ooh.
That is going to hit. Roll some damage on this
I'm
scarecrow.
enjoying
Right.
this new era Carson. This is
Another
better.
14.
Heck
Yeah. Oh, that's
Dom
awesome.
gives a big old butter turn with his wand and then shoots some fire and just burns this thing down to the ankles, taking it off of the map.
Love it. And that's my turn.
All right. The scarecrow's turn. Both of them are going to catch up to you again, Maddox, and try and give you a hit.
Okay.
Starting to figure this out. We got 2 misses on the board from that first one.
Rad. Okay. Let's go.
You got a hit for the third attack. Dealing a merciful 3 damage.
Fine. I'm not feeling wonderful, but that's okay.
And then on a crit fail, as this one goes to swipe again,
Oh.
you're figuring it out, and you stuff your little short sword and just cut the hay open across the belly. Roll some short sword damage against this guy.
Yo. Oh, excellent. That's great. That is going to be 6, 7, 8. 8 damage.
Good stuff.
Y'all don't even need me.
Yeah. Why are you even here? Shanks?
Why am I even
Thanks.
here?
Shanks, a death save, if you will.
All right. Here we go. Can we go 3 for 3? Only one way to find
I
out.
believe it.
It's a 10. Is 10 good or bad?
Yay!
10 is good. Yeah.
Yay!
Wow.
Yay! He's back, boys!
Impressive.
all that Shanks has done in this combat encounter is just go down and then self-stabilize.
Yeah.
Shanks, as you're just like listening, you're laying on the ground face up, just listening to these epic battle noises rage around you. You just want to get back in it. You stop coughing on blood. You stabilize. Roll a d4.
All right. Yeah. It is a 4.
Nice. You will wake up. You will wake up in 4 hours.
4 hours.
Without the assistance of magic.
What?
But you're stable. You're not dying anymore, so that's always good news. Maddox, you look over, you see the gnome at peace. You still got 2 scarecrows on you. What would you like to do?
Wow. Well, at least the gnome is at peace. That's good. Okay, so now, again, checking is, do I have Dom within 5 feet of one of these scarecrows?
No, you got the 2 on you, so yeah.
You got it. Okay. Then I'm going to... Shucks. Okay. I'm just going to short sword again. That is going to be 8 + 4 is 12 to hit.
12's gonna hit. Roll some damn.
Okay.
Yay.
Damage. That's going to be only 3 damage.
3 big counts.
3 counts. Better than nothing. And then I am going to bonus action to once again disengage from the stupid scarecrows.
Every
Leave me
single
alone.
turn, just quick jab, and then just backs up. It just gets out of there.
Yeah.
Every time the scarecrows just keep coming. Can't shake them. All right, Dom, you see 2 scarecrows pursuing Maddox as he sort of trips and steps over cabbages. What would you like to do? You got one that's hurt. I don't know what the scarecrow term for bloodied would be. But you have one that's expired and almost expired, and then one that is not.
One that's strawed.
Let's kill that, or let's hurt that one that feels good. That's what Dom says. And he is going to roll a fire, or he's going to cast a firebolt with a grand circle around his head. Hopefully. The hit DC is only a 24.
Oh!
24. That was gonna hit.
Small potatoes.
That's not a natural 20.
It's not.
Want to check?
And it's going to roll 8 damage.
All right, so that's gonna be double damage for 16. Are you hitting the hurt?
Oh,
guy
no,
or
sorry.
the first guy?
It's 4 and then times 2, 8.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good. 8 damage. Were you aiming for the hurt scarecrow or the able scarecrow?
The able.
All right. Firebolt lands, burns this thing up, but both of them, you guessed it, pursue Maddox.
Oh, no.
Next, first one's gonna swipe at you.
Okay.
We got a hit on the board,
Okay.
dealing 7 damage.
That's me down.
What?
Yeah.
No, Carson, kill the weak one.
Oh my gosh.
it's
It's killing the
You
weakest,
gotta finish
Carson.
it, dude.
Less turns, Carson.
Um,
Less turns. These are all the ghosts of the former players that have died.
Yeah.
And Carson is
Six
always the
string
last
Sal
one
is like,
standing.
no.
Okay. It looks like I'm in a familiar situation from a distant other life.
Seems that nothing has changed at all.
As you ponder that, this other scarecrow gets down and pounces towards you and is going to swing at you with its claws.
Oh my goodness.
We've got 2 misses on the board.
Hey.
Comes and swipes, and Dom, you're able to dodge them both. All right. Shanks is stable but down, can't have his turn. Maddox, you need a death saving throw, please.
My goodness. This is just... That's a 12. That's one for the good guys.
One for the good guys. Dom, back to you.
Okay, I'm going to look at both scarecrows, and my brown bird's gonna look at these scarecrows and gonna determine which one looks the worst and target that one. And I'm gonna hit it with a firebolt. So
Nicely
we'll see if
done.
it works. Okay. It's rolling.
This is going so well, y'all.
This is like, we came in, I was like, fresh energy. We've learned from our mistakes. It seems... No.
Hit DC is 15.
15's going to hit.
All right, okay, cool.
You launch at the one visibly losing the most hay and burnt up the most.
20 damage. Get that.
Oh!
That is 20.
You, as
Where
this
was
thing
this
is
before?
turning and approaching, a firebolt is launched off in excellent style, and as this thing is still marching towards you, it burns up.
And is there a scarecrow like in my range? Like if I moved, I got an opportunity attack.
There
sort of
is.
deal?
Nope, that was the one that you would have just wiped off. So the other one is still over by Maddox's dead body, potentially dead
Perfect.
body.
Okay. And I'm just gonna keep backing up, and I'm back up another as far as I can, 30, 35 feet.
As you get out of there, you see 2 dying friends on the ground. You just keep putting distance. You keep putting distance. All right. It's not going to be able to get there with its own movement, so it's going to use its action to move again and run right up into your face, bring its claws, but it doesn't get an attack off.
Ooh.
Shanks is good. Maddox, let's get a death save in the chat.
That is a 7. Uh-oh, one for the bad guy.
One for the bad guys.
Uh-oh.
All right, Dom. What do you got in store for this scarecrow?
Dom is ready to finish this little sucker. He is gonna cast a firebolt once again with a hit DC. With a hit DC of 23.
There we go.
23 is going to hit.
Yeah. Okay. And 20 damage again.
Yo, he really saves it until the last minute, doesn't he?
Yeah, right.
My goodness.
You give this thing a final whip of your staff, and the scarecrow burns up in front of you and is no more.
Woo! Go team!
How are you doing, Brown Bird?
You look to your bird, and it looks like fine and great, and you look to the elf on the ground about 50 feet away, just like convulsing.
Maybe we should go and check on our friends or acquaintances right now. And so Dom awkwardly makes his way over with his giant awkward steps.
All right, you move over to Maddox, you kneel, you see that Shanks is alive and he looks stable. You see that Maddox is in a little bit of a tighter bind. You can't do anything this turn. Next turn, you can try and stabilize if you want, or if you have any other way to heal.
Okay.
Maddox, it is your turn. Let's get a death save going.
Oh no!
That's a 20. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Does that mean I'm
no.
okay?
That's
it.
great. That not only means you're okay, that means you are back in the game. Dom, as you kneel over Maddox, the twitching stops and his eyes open up. You're back in the game with 1 HP, Maddox.
Oh. All right,
Oh,
Swift.
good. I'm so glad you didn't actually die. I feel like in my past times I've watched friends die in front of me and I can't even see anything in the future, so it's good to know I have somebody that can sit beside me and be up and standing. That's good for you, but I'm sure you're not feeling too hot.
That's
Sit
the
down,
first
Maddox.
thing you hear when you come back. It's the first thing you hear when
That's
you
this
come back.
long monologue.
Yeah, Maddox is gonna just kind of like roll up, shake his head a little bit, be like, "That's a stupid scarecrow." I hated that. Let's not do that again anytime soon.
You've got Lamb Shanks is still down. You guys go up. You're not able to wake him up. You are in the fenced-in field. You're still right beside the corrosive trench. You see that it kind of goes and extends down the farmland into the valley. What would you like to do?
Ooh, can we?
Well-
And so there's nothing that we can do in terms of like a medicine check to stabilize it or get him awake or anything like that.
Not without the assistance of magic. He is down. You can stabilize with medicine checks, but you can't do anything fancier than that.
I see.
Can Dom make a investigation or perception to check whether it's safe to maybe do a short rest or something like that?
For sure. Roll it out.
Okay. I'll do investigation. 10.
Dom, you look around, you remember the sign warning poachers not to enter the field.
Ooh.
You also look around at the burnt scarecrow corpses around. Maybe not the most ideal place to pitch a tent. You can certainly try if you guys can get a short rest, but Shanks will need 4 hours until he's back up.
Jeez.
Okay, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
Is there a tree line within this, like, the fenced-in area of this farm, or would we need to leave the fenced area to reach like a foresty zone?
Do a perception check.
Okay. That is gonna be that's gonna be 14.
You look down into the valley. There's sort of a hill down. You see that it looks like it's sort of a hill down to a river, and then you see some trees on the other side. You do not see another fence in your way to get to that tree line.
Okay. All right. Well, frankly, this lad looks like he needs a little bit of this or something. I think perhaps we should take him down to the trees, don't you think? And maybe take a little break. Seems like this stupid, bad, shitty crop line can wait for a minute.
I would agree. I mean, I'm not feeling too great myself. I think that would be a good idea. Do you want me to carry him?
I would very much appreciate that, yeah.
Okay. And Brownbird doesn't want to be crushed potentially by the weight of Shanks when he's like leaning up against Dom, so Brownbird moves to the top of Dom's head on his hat.
Nice.
As Dom, you put Brownbird on your head, you grab Shanks by the ankles and throw him over your shoulder. You guys continue along the trench down sort of this valley of farmland. You are able to follow the trench deeper into the valley. You guys get to this sort of little creek river running through, and it looks like you have a nice, appetizing, safe slice of tree line on the other side.
Well, I was thinking about it, Maddox, and I could teleport myself over, but then I'd be leaving this one with me behind. And I don't
That's not
see
very
him.
helpful for me now, is it?
Right, so I think we're just going to have to try to swim as fast as we can.
All right, well, let's each grab one of his hands and try to swim, I suppose. Can we can I like perception check or just look down the stream a little bit and see if like up or down I see any sort of logs, rocks that one could use to pass?
Yeah,
Right.
for sure. Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay. That is going to be a that's a 13.
Nice. You look to your left and you see a small bridge just a little up the stream.
All right, well,
There you go.
I don't need to take him right there. Might be a little bit easier.
Sorry, I forget my owl has to kind of turn when he wants to see, so that would make sense.
Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. I forgot you were blind. That's on me. Should have looked around a bit more. And then let's just walk with him over the bridge into the trees.
Okay.
Safely on the other side of the river, our heroes are going to spend the next 8 hours taking a long rest, slapping Shanks in the face, pouring water on him to get him back into the fray, and we will see you next week.